Alright everybody, welcome back to Lovely TVI Garage. I'm Mark, and I'm not showing my ugly face right now because it doesn't really matter. So, this is my '08 Mustang, and it has a problem that a lot of these have. You can see here, well, I'm just going to end up peeling all this back. So this is the little part where the armrest is, and so when Ford did this, they put this little foam in here and glued it, and then all this stuff ends up coming apart eventually, and it ends up looking like this. And I've tried to glue this thing back together, but you have to like peel it off and do all this fun stuff. So that's what I'm going to try to do now. But I'm going to try to get it nice and good, so I'm going to end up taking off the door panel so I can take off the armrest right there. So I need a 7mm, I think it's a 30 Torx bit, and I need to get that real fast, and a pry tool. So let me get the torch. This right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is pop this piece off right here. So just with any of these, I kind of popped this off already a little bit. So you just pop that off. And you have this little clip right here. Just push in and pull, and that comes out. Now the beauty of these is if you look at this plug when it goes back together, it has a little notch here, and then in here where my thumb is at, you can see that's where that lines back up. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to try to take off, which I've kind of already done, is the switch right here for the windows. Let me just peel this back a little bit. So it's the same thing. I've already popped this a little bit. That pops off. That's the same thing. It's on, where's it at? Right here. Push in. That comes off nice and neatly. Okay, so let me try to get this in a little bit. Ooh, that is ugly. Just like me. So let me just peel this off. I'm getting rid of this anyway. So there we go. That'll make this a little easier. So the piece I'm looking for is this one right here. That pops out. There's your Torx. Should be a 30. There we go. And I've tried to glue this thing on, so I'm hoping with what I try next that this works. There's our Torx out. And I think that there is one more, and it is back here. So it's kind of hard to see, but back here, this little panel should pop off. Oh, another. Maybe one of my different little pry tools will work a little bit better. Oh, come on, you don't do me like that. Give me just a second. Alright, let's try this again. So maybe if I go... Oh, come on. I know this thing comes out of here. See, there's the problem. There's a little piece right here. But I'm trying to be gentle. I don't want to break any of this. Maybe if I pop this piece off first. Ah, the beauty of being an idiot. Hey, and if nothing else, you can just always edit this stuff out so it makes you look like you know what you're doing, right? I should get my headlamp. And just like any other 20-minute job, there it went. Oh, maybe I just... Yeah, I think I was going the wrong way. Hey. Success. So like I was saying, there's another Torx bit. Oh, my lighting is horrible. There we go. Right there. And I'm going to take that off because I'm not planning on taking the, or I'm going to take the door handle and all that and just pop it off and leave it in there. There we go. See, and that's why my door handle wasn't coming off just a second ago, because you need that, holds this into that and that and that. There we go. Now I only look like a partial idiot, but hey, I'm doing my best. I got it popped enough. So now on to the side. Oh, I need my wrench. So there's a handful of these 7mm. There's one there. One. There. And then there's a handful of them down here on the bottom. See, what is there? There's 4 of them. There's 1, 2, 3, and then down below there's a speaker. There's another one. Let me just check that there ain't no more. And there's 2 up here. Boy, I'm horrible with this anyway. 1, and then 2. So, let's just move that right about there. And swing the door back over. Oh, one of the things that I did do this time is I've got these little dollies. And so I jacked the car up and I put them on these lovely little dollies. I think I paid like $100 for them off Amazon. Oh, I just hit the door. So the reason I say that though is because if you look at my lovely spacious garage, to do this, I had to put it on the dolly and slide it that way. And then when I go to do the passenger door, I'll just push it that way. And when I did it, I kind of lifted here at the fender well and pushed and did the same for the front. So now it's time to get these bolts out of here. Yep. There we go. I wonder if I came from the bottom with a light. Oh, there we go. Have this door panel been off before? I know I've never taken it off, but these things are just like finger tight. That's weird. So, you might have seen the little amber thing right there. Back when the 15 Mustangs came out, they had this nice little hologram that shined the pony down on the ground, and I felt left out because my car didn't have that. So I did what any guy would do. I got on Amazon and I found those. But what they show, those rechargeable batteries are long dead, is the tri-bar pony. So it's a little bit different. Like all the stuff for this car that I went with. This is a V6 car. I ain't trying to say anything that it's not, but everybody thinks it's a lot more, which is funny. Because I was at a car show one time and a lady was talking about how fast this car was and all this stuff, and yeah, it's got purple stripes on it. But the funny thing is she pointed at the alternator and goes, "Look, it's got a supercharger." And I was like, well, that ain't even close, but hey, who am I to judge, right? So, we got the one right here. And it's little stuff like this, and there's some paint work on this car. Reason like, well, that, and my son, he wants to do everything with me, which that's perfectly fine, but he's 4, so. Oh, I think I almost forgot one. Almost. But I spotted it just in time. Right here. There's my ratchet. I would have been mad about that. And knowing my brilliant self, I'd have yanked and yanked and yanked and then been like, why ain't this coming off? Because I'm stupid. And I do this in my garage, and I'm not a mechanic, so maybe if I put this in the car right here. Let me do this for a second. Oh, that one actually shows that one pretty nicely. Okay, I need this and this. So, and most of the time I have to do this stuff late at night after my son goes to sleep, just because right now he's a little too small for this. And quite honestly too, I know me, if he was in here doing certain things, it would just, I would end up getting mad. And there's no reason to get mad right now at him for just wanting to help. So that's not what I want. So I'd like for him to be a little bit older. Alright, so hopefully if I did everything right, which I probably didn't, this door panel should pop off, but there's still a couple more connections. The big round thing right there, if you don't own a Mustang, is a speaker. So I gotta make sure that I don't rip that one out. And I'm not sure if there's one up there for the door lock or not, so that's probably in the handle right here. So and then this thing is bound to have a million of those lovely plastic clips. So my first instinct is to go all crazy on it. But, okay, let me look. So, let's see how we can see. So, oh, that's the plug already undid. Right here. There's a little push on the bottom. That's for the speaker. Alright, let me see. What in the world? Okay, that's for the door handle. So there's another one right here. Push that down. Alright. Okay, so maybe now that's on. Come on, twist and go in there. You know you want to. There we go. And success! And I don't think I really butchered anything, so. Oh, I didn't even know there's a 6x9 in here. Nice. I do know it's got the 8 in the doors. That's the shaker system. If you had the 500, you got the 8 in the door. If you had the 1000, you got the 8 in the door, and you got 8 in the doors and 10 in the back. So I went to a pull apart today, try to see if I could find another set of units. I didn't want to necessarily mess mine up, and I had this just gorgeous set right here on the camera. It doesn't do that good, but tried using some stuff just to see how hard it would be, not too much, but this was a tan door that someone painted black very poorly, so you can barely see the texture in here, and then you see that coming through. It was just horribly done, and it was like, do I want to take the time and spend all of it to strip all this stuff up and probably mess it up, or do the ones that I got? So the ones I got it is. Okay, I'm going to set up my favorite workbench right here. So I kind of farted around with the other one a minute ago. You have this like little brass screw here that holds this plate on, and then that holds part of the other side of the door on. So how about I just make you flat? And I'm gonna assume that's a 7. Let's see. Oh, I got lucky. There we go. So, like I said, this little bar, it holds the pieces around the front together, or on. So get my workbench prepared again. So what I was talking about is I want to take all of this off right here. So now I should just be able to pop all this funness out. I know it comes out that way. I'm just, like I said, I'm trying not to just completely destroy this whole thing, because I'd like to keep it all together so I can put it back together. There it goes. It's always when something should be easy that it's not. And there's probably an easier way to do this, but what am I missing here? It's always a 20-minute job, isn't it? Just trying to double check, make sure that I'm not missing anything here. Oh, I don't really want to mess with that. I can see the stuff here. Problem is, like I said, I just really don't want to break any of this. Oh, I might have to go to a break and just pop this off. Yeah. So I talked it over with management, and we decided not to mess with that anymore, because there's stuff on the back that looks like if I play with it too much, I'm going to break it. So, let's see how this works. Ooh, citrus. Goo. Do not use on a bunch of stuff. Test it out. Apply, wipe, wash with hot soapy water. Be nice if I could read. Alright. So I have those handy. Oh! Smell the citrus in the air. I might just let this sit and soak in for a little bit. Try not to do too much. Maybe I should have got some adhesive remover. We'll see how this works. I was doing something. Oh, I need something to wipe with hot soapy water. That'd be the smart thing. Get a rag. It just smells so nice and lovely and citrusy. Where did that come from? And I thought I'd try to be a little safe. Take precautions. Wearing gloves. So, I mean, do I have adhesive remover? No, my luck. I'll be playing with this and this battery's gonna die. And I'm not gonna know it. Maybe this thing makes a beep. I mean, yeah. Oh, I should have got another rag. Oh, isn't that lovely? So if you want to use a military term, with this stuff I'm more of a weekend warrior. I got a real job. I'm just doing this more for my own entertainment than anything. But who knows? See, I'm just looking around thinking for a second. So I'm pretty sure that I said that I'm in the Mustang Club of America. And the Mustang Club of America originally started out as a restoration club. So if you think about it that way, all I am doing is continuing that legacy, just in a little different method. And so they also only considered the first generations into the club. So it's came a long way. Everybody freaked out about the Mach-E. Are we going to let it in the club? It's not a Mustang. It's electric. It's four-door. They said the same thing when Mustangs went to the EcoBoost engine. When the Shelbys went this newer generation, they're automatics. I'm going to try something. Oh, I'm back. I got some of these Red Scotch Brite. Red Scotch Brite. I can't talk. And there's probably other ways of doing this. I'm trying to do this the least destructive way that I can because I don't really want to tear this door panel up. More goo going. Maybe what I should do, just slather a whole bunch of this on here and just let it sit and do the magical reaction that it's going to do. Oh. So this is all I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here, spray this stuff, do this, scrape, wipe away, rinse, repeat. Probably be out here till midnight tonight doing just this one. But if I get just this one done, that'll be good enough for me for tonight. So let you know how it goes when I get it done. Alright, so it's been about a week since I've been messing with this. I probably need to say this beforehand. This part right here, don't try to rip that off. If you look at the back of the panel, you can see all those little white pieces down there. So you have the little handle here, and all these are like little plastic welds, and if you pull that off of there, it just busts this whole thing apart. I didn't do it with this one, but my test one, someone did it to that one and messed it all up. So what I also had to do is, oh, wrong way. I now have both door panels off. So that's the passenger side, that's the driver's side, and what I found out is this, how it looks all gray and everything right here is actually another part. And that if you try to rip that off, it becomes a nightmare. I can show you with the test piece. Oh. Alright, so this is the one that my friend gave me, and I attempted to take that middle part off, and when I did, it just got completely messed up. So hold on a second. There we go. Here's the spot right here. So, like I said, there's that gray part comes off, and then you have the plastic. And so I tried a whole bunch of stuff to try to get everything off of here, and it was just going to take way too long. I got one of the little abrasive wheels that wouldn't work. Everything just kept, you can kind of see right there, it just melted everything up right there. And I didn't want to ruin my door panels, and so after doing that, I was like, well, I guess I need to get new inserts. So that's what I did. And they are over here in this lovely little box right here. So it's everybody's favorite time. First watch an idiot. struggle with a tripod. Oh, there's not enough room. So, there's a couple different inserts that you can get for this. There's plastic ones, there's fabric ones. They're both about the same price depending on which website you go with. There's American Muscle LMR Late Model Restoration. I got these from LMR. And so these are the pieces here. Oh, and they even autographed. Look at this right here. So I guess this is the person that made these. And so, the way that they kind of do, I don't know how well this is going to show in here, but they're plastic, but they kind of got a texture to them to make them look a little bit better. So, one, instructions. So these go on a little bit different too. I'll keep this just to keep them kind of separate. Instead of like spray adhesive and all that fun stuff, you get a nice tube of silicone, and that's what attaches this to the panel. So what I'm going to do first is kind of get this junk one out of the way. Let me pull this back here. Let me put that one the way that it needs to go. Let me, oh, I'm leaking. Get a new rag. Just going to use some alcohol and clean up this panel before I get started. Not that I need to worry about this part. I don't really need to worry. That's all. I got as much of the glue and everything off as I could. It's more just to give it a little bit of a clean. Okay. So this one right here is for the driver's side. So all I'm going to do, this has no glue on it. Or wait. Oh, I'm dumb. This is the passenger side. Just kind of put it in, test fit. Oh yeah, it's going to look nice. This is the driver's side. Same thing, just kind of put it in, test fit it real quick. Oh yeah. Okay. Let me get my workbench established here. Let's move this back over here. Is there going to be enough room for this here? There we go. Oh, I think this is the rag I was using before. Anyway, so Oh, here I am making a mess. Wipe this down just to make sure it's all nice and clean. There we go. Let that dry for a second. Now, where did those go? Here we go. Of course, get the little with the cap. Screw that on. And I'm not going to try to make this too big, so hopefully right about there. Oh. Clean the old panel. Check the fitment after properly test fitting. Prepare a silicone by placing a cup in hot water for easier flow. Do not microwave. So it has a picture of how the silicone goes. So you got a line that goes across the bottom, one across here. It goes all around the edge, I should say. Then one here, and then one here. So what they're looking at is this edge right here, and then like up and in there. So I don't know why I should put this in hot water, because, oh, there we go. I went with these because, like I said, they're about the same price as the other ones. But I thought these might hold up better than the other ones. Oh, this stuff smells like vinegar. Maybe I should have put this in hot water. Let me just double check that I think I got enough on here. Now they give you one tube for both sides, so maybe I should have just went and bought some of that easy spray type. Put a little bit more right here. Okay. Hopefully that is good. And so that I don't get myself confused, the other panel is temporary put up there. Oh. Where is it at? What it also says is as you do this, Ah, here it is. The magical disappearing garage trick. So, painter's tape. And what this is going to do is to hold this panel in place while the adhesive dries. So hopefully I don't make a mess. So I'm going to carefully set this on here. And then I'm going to start taping it up. I'm trying to push this tape in here to hopefully put some pressure on it. That way it'll get a better hold. Down there too. There we go. So let's see. So it says 8 hours. Oh. And so it's going to be the same process for the other side. See, that's the lovely thing about this nice box that they sent me. It doubles as a workbench. Oh, no, that's not right. Oh, I swear to God, I'll lose more stuff. Fun one. ACH helmet. Oh. At one time I did basic mechanic maintenance on stuff in the Army. You have your different levels. So I would do what would be referred to as a 10-level maintenance, which is operator maintenance. And that would go from anything from Humvees, the Abrams tank, weapons, radios, fun stuff like that. I think the instructions said use ammonia free. Windex. I don't have any of that, so. But speaking of stuff in the Army and messing with people, that's like one of the big things that you do is, you know, just kind of rib each other with stuff. So of course there's always the fun stuff of finding a chem light battery and box of grid squares, all that fun stuff like that. And so one of the other fun ones was telling somebody to go check the tank for soft spots. So you give them a hammer, and you give them like a piece of chalk or Irish Spring soap or something like that that's gonna leave a mark on the tank, and then you tell them that's gonna sound like this. If it doesn't sound like that, circle it and put a mark there. That way we know it's a soft spot in the armor. So I actually got my little old remote control tank over there. It's all busted up though. But so you come back and then the tank's all marked up, and you tell them that there's, you know, that they shouldn't have done that and they have to clean it and all that fun stuff. Well, if you keep messing with someone long enough, you tell them to go gauge the road wheels. And so just for reference, so remote control tank, like I said, it's busted, but this is a road wheel right here. It's like aluminum on the inside, and then the outer side is rubber. And so you tell them to go gauge the road wheels. And if you don't know any better, that sounds completely made up. And so if you've been, you know, having them look for blinker fluid and all that other fun stuff, they won't believe you, and they'll get all mad and say, quit messing with me, you can't gauge the road wheels. When in fact, you can gauge the road wheels. So gauging the road wheels is nothing more than taking a little caliper or a ruler or something, and measuring how much rubber is left on the track or on that road wheel. Because what that will do, I should have did that earlier. What that will do is tell you if your road wheel needs to be replaced. Because if it has like, I think it's something like 75% of the rubber left, it's fine. But changing those are so much fun. But ask me how I know that. Not that I did it, but I found that loophole in the manual. And so you find that thing to mess with people. And that was the one that I found. And it was so funny because guys would get so mad. And then the beauty of that is if you did it right, you would completely confuse them. And so they would never know if you were telling the truth or if you were just making something up. So that allowed you to mess with them a little bit longer. I hate the smell of vinegar. My thought process of buying these two compared to the other ones, I figured if this didn't work, that this would be easier since this isn't fabric or anything like that to take apart and put it back on here. And with this just being silicone, I figured that would be a lot easier to clean up and spray adhesive. So let's give it a little in here just for... That was more for me than anything. Look at all the crap that's in here. Every time I clean this place up, it just goes back looking like a nightmare in about 10 minutes anyway, so. There we go. Ugh. Not enough. Put this in there. There we go. Oh, so little tip for like rolls of tape and such. A lot of times you just want to, wrong way. You want to, you don't think about it, and the roll just goes flat, and then you have to find the edge and peel it back and all that stuff. Well, if you just pull a little excess off, then just drop it like an idiot, fold it back like that, make a little tab. That way the next time you go to use it, it's just right there, and if you need to, you just rip that little tab off. And it's not like you're wasting that much tape doing it. Okay, so it says 8 hours. So I guess we'll pick this up tomorrow night and get this all done and get these hung back on the car and get everything put back together with this part, because there's a couple other things I'd like to do to it before. I got 7 days right now, so see you tomorrow. Okay, it's been 2 days since I did this, so let's peel the tape off and see how it looks. Yeah, a little bit. Nice big tape ball. So what I was saying, right here it's a little movement right there, but I don't think that's going to be that big of a deal, because I'm hoping to put this piece in here that'll snug that up some. But where is I'm going to clean this off a little bit before I put it back in. There's a little sticky stuff right there. Oh. Just using a little bit of rubbing alcohol. There we go. So, now the fun part. We got to move, and I'm gonna start putting this door back on. Let me see. How does that look? I'd say that's good right there. So the good thing is that if you look on the bottom down here, here we go, right there. That little spot right there, and there's another one right here. There's also two little notches that line that up, so that makes it nice and easy. But you know what I think I'm going to do? Since this is out, and it's easy to get to right now, I have that rag. Ooh. I think I'm going to wipe that inner part off just to get any dirt free. The Mustang Club of America is doing a big show down in Savannah coming up in October. I don't know if they still have any judge spots or not, but the last time I showed my car, they mentioned the door panels, how they were coming apart. So that's part of the reason why I'm doing this. Plus, they just look like crap. But I'm thinking about just doing display only. So now, like I said, comes the fun part. Just gonna slide the door handle up in there. Maybe. Okay. Well, I kind of got this out. What I'm doing is move just a little bit closer. Okay. So I'm trying to fish in the door handle into its hole. And then this cable over here goes to the speaker, which plugs in right there. Then I have the two there. There's one. Where's the other one go? Am I missing something here? It's been so long since I did this, I'm forgetting something here. What do you go to? Ah, I'm dumb. This one goes up here. Yeah, for the lock. Okay. So let's hook this one back up. There we go. This one down here, I'm just going to try to snake it through here. There we go. And now I'm probably going about this all the wrong way, but here we go. Okay, so top, need a cable out over there for that one. Got this cable out here. Let me see. Oh, I'm leaking alcohol. There we go. And, oh joy. Where's my lock at? Oh, come on. You really gonna act this way now? Okay. Just had to give it a little persuasion. So this should just push back in. Oh, that's why it doesn't want to go in. So I'm catching up on the wire over here. Well, it looks like you have to pop that on first. So, let me undo this wire. All right. Now you want to go in there, don't you? All righty. Some guy's out there laughing at me right now. Like, look at this idiot. Alrighty, got that back on. Where is my little... There we go. That one go in. All right, so I did another fun dumb thing earlier too. When I took all this apart, I set the screws down, and this little jack right here, right there. So right there, I put all the bolts. And I came in here to look for something, and guess what? I didn't know where they were. I thought I'd set the bolts down in the floorboard over here, but no, I put them over there. Couldn't find them. And then I was looking around and found them. So, my son has these little beakers for experiments. He has little colors that goes in his bath, and so you add the colors and it changes the colors. So got one of those, and that is where I put all the screws. So there's the two Torx bits. One is right here. Go. And the other one is right there in the armrest area. There you can kind of see, right? There. Oh, you know what? Oh, I'm a special kind of dumb. So, oh, this sucks. I was trying to take this piece off. And so I forgot that I took that little arm off the back. So guess what I get to do? Take this apart again. Yay! Okay, there's the speaker. Oh. Why aren't you coming undone? Well, let me just see if I can put that handle back on. Now the question is, where do I set that at? Oh, sorry. I think this is a 7mm. Yep. So, oh, that's in there. So what I was talking about is right back here on the door panel. This little bracket goes right here, and I took it off because I'm stupid. And yeah, so now I'm just going to take the 2 screws and put that back on. They're the 2 little gold looking ones. God, it seems like I done ran through a sprinkler. There we go. There we go. Snap that back in. Hook that one back up. Okay, I got that one snaked through. Okay. What is this, the 3rd, 4th, 5th? Whatever. I got my cable through there. There, that's on. There, that's better. Alright, so like I was saying earlier, 2 Torx bits. One here, one up here. Oh. I was just seeing the little gap right here. I'm not concerned about it. There we go. There we go. Do I want to start with the one hidden one? Where's the light at? Is this one got power? Oh, here's my little headlight. Okay, so one not to forget is this one right here. I don't know how good that was shown, so try to get this in there a little bit better. So, you really can't see it still. I mean, there, that's better. So, what I was talking about, I can get past the shadow here, is that one right there. Now I'm thinking to myself, okay, it looks like they're going to line up pretty good. I'll go ahead and tighten this down. Thinking that I want to go through all this trouble to do all this, then the rest of the bolts not to line up. Oh, I just love mosquitoes. So now comes the fun part. That's putting a funky glare on everything, isn't it? So there's like 2 here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom or so, and then 2 on the other side. So now it's time to start putting screws in. Oh, I can't handle that light in my eyes. Okay. One, 3, 4. I'm not going too tight with these because it seems like they'll just keep spinning. It just looks like there's a little plastic insert back there that this screws into, so just kind of snug it, and that should be good. One more, and then just got to put on the window switch and the rear view, or the window, the mirror. Let's see. Oh, come on, why'd you have to fall in there? There's one. There's the last one. Oh, did a mosquito get me in the back? Oh, that was a close call. Okay. So now what we got left is, oh, what are you doing now? There we go. Oh, let me clean this one off. Oh, that light. I mean, it's nice having it, but God, it blinds me. Okay, so this just snaps into here. Only goes one way, which makes it kind of nice. And just line up here. There's another one here, and just give it a little persuasion. There we go. And now the last thing for this side. Oh, that's making some funky stuff. So right there is for the little switch for the rearview mirror. It's the same thing. These only go on here one way, so just snap that in. It has the little things to line up. Give it a little bump. And I almost forgot, there's two more pieces. There's this little trim piece and this little trim piece. This small one goes right back in here. I don't know if you can see it, but you see that little white piece right here? The little notch on the back right here. That goes in there. So just there we go. That just snapped right in. And then for the last one, it has the two hooks, and let me see if I can get some light down in there so you can see. There's the two notches. That just slides down in there like so, and that's it. And now our door panel is on. And like I said, compared to the way that it used to be, I mean, I'm happy with the way that it turned out. I'm not too worried about that. But that's fixing the insert panels on your, I guess this would be the 05 to 09 Mustang. So I got a bunch more coming up, so I'm gonna go do the passenger side, and then we'll see what I get up to after that. Bye.